Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to the podcast Retro Life for You, movies of the 1980s and 1990s. My name is Chris Adams, host of the show. And as you can see today, or you will hear shortly if you're listening, we have the other two great ones of the show
Wow,
with us this week.
the other two amigos.
The other two of the three amigos.
I don't know now. Hold on now.
Okay.
Tis the season. So instead of three wise men, you got the three bald men.
Yeah, that's right.
Hold
Or
up,
the
hold up, hold up,
three
hold up.
bearded baldies.
There we go. Now we're there.
Now we're
Now
there.
we got it going on.
In spirit of the Christmas season.
Yes.
Yes, exactly. In spirit of the Christmas season. The Baldies are here this week.
Yep.
We have Travis and we have Marty.
That's
Hello.
right. That's right.
Now I will say welcome back to you guys because last week's episode, unfortunately, you were not a part of. You weren't here for the great fun. I got a prize because I was here hosting the show. Y'all did not get a prize because you was not here. And it was just super cool all around. So I'm just going to throw some thanks out again to Rebecca Harrow Tickell for coming on and talking a little bit of Prancer and talking about her documentaries and things that she's done and her other movies that we did not talk about, but we teased a little bit and you can look up and see because she doesn't like to talk about those movies.
Mm-hmm. Which one is a horror movie? So
I believe two were horror movies, if I'm not mistaken. But one was about a succubus, and that's the one she was making a reference to it being kind of silly.
Well, we always appreciate anyone who has been involved in the biz who decides to come on and become a friend of the show. So
That is correct. That's correct.
yeah.
And Travis, I don't know if you had a chance to listen to it or watch it, but
I didn't know you dropped it first.
they come out Thursday. See, that's it, Marty. The man's been a part of
I'm the one that
the
watched it.
show. Man's been a part of the show since as long as I can remember. He don't know when the episodes drop or anything.
Since we switched over from Geek Pod. I was actually doing some
Geek Pod has not been around in 3 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Long years.
I've been around since then.
I know, and you don't have it down yet when we release episodes.
I still misspell the damn website.
Oh my God, he's true. That's true. That's true. That's facts. 100% facts. So this is why I don't say, "Hey Travis, where can they find us online?"
And
because he can't
everywhere.
tell us.
Yeah, it's right here. It's right here.
It's at this little bar pop right there.
Yeah, at retroliferyou.com. If you spell it wrong the first time, try again. I don't know if it's the
Words of wisdom from Travis Rollins.
There you go. Google searches for a reason.
Google search. Well, this week we are revisiting a Christmas caper of sorts, if you will, from 1994. It's a one equal part slapstick, equal part snowy chaos, equal part holiday heart. So we can say it's called Trapped in Paradise. This is a first for me, not these two, but a first for me. It's a movie with Nicolas Cage, Jon Lovitz, and Dana Carvey. And I would think with names like that, I would have at least heard of it or remembered it, but I was clueless to this. Did not know of it, what it was at all.
And so in the 90s, I was such a big SNL fan. I had told Chris before that I had seen bits and pieces of it, but I didn't recall seeing the entire movie. But I was such an SNL fan throughout the 90s that chopping broccoli. Anything SNL guys in it, I was probably watching at some point.
Yes. So of the three guys we have here, they're trying to pull off the perfect bank heist. Just before getting snowed in with the townspeople they've robbed. Then to give you a little bit of what's going on here, two of the brothers, Jon Lovitz and Dana Carvey, are just getting paroled out of prison. The prison is basically overpopulated and they can't keep so many people in.
Yes,
so
they let them go.
They're letting them go.
Dude, I think these guys were close to paroling or something. They went ahead and paroled them on out, right?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna let you finish that part of the intro before I comment on that because the opening was magnificent.
Yes. So they're talking with the warden and the parole board will say to get out.
Or you can go
Nicolas Cage picks them up. And no, I'm not going to go over the scene or anything. I'm just saying this is what they did.
Okay.
Nicolas Cage is there picking them up.
And
He
the car
finds
that
out
he picked them up in is crazy looking.
it's very much crazy. And I thought my first car was, looking crazy, but this is looking crazy. And the way he finds out about them getting out is hilarious because he's is this what you're going to talk about, by the way?
No,
How he finds out there?
I just laughed because I'm actually cleaning the dirt out from under one of my fingernails. We're talking about a bank heist movie. I'm cleaning the dirt out from under my fingernail with the belt clip on the holster of my 9mm. And I just camera.
What's wrong? Is your Rambo knife not available or something? I mean,
across the room, my headphone cords won't reach. No, I was going to bring up when Jon Lovitz was talking about being the pterodactyl.
The pterodactyl.
The plum so he could fly, and now I'm going to fly like a pterodactyl. Look, that was, if this movie had been as big as the New Guys, that would have been just as good as I'm a peacock. You got to let me fly.
Yeah.
I'm becoming
so it was funny.
Went, ah!
Yes. That part was funny. And the warden's looking at him like, what does this have to do with anything of you coming up for parole?
Yeah, and he told him you're a compulsive liar. Like everything you say, like the
that's a lie. That's a lie.
Everything you say is you never tell the truth. He's like, yeah, that's a lie.
That's a lie.
And Dana Carvey's a kleptomaniac, like certified kleptomaniac.
Right.
And
he's eyeballing the pendant on somebody,
he's still the pendant off of the warden's tie.
Yeah,
Did you notice that? It was like you see him holding it in the car, and he's all like, "Hey, check it out."
It was like a sapphire with diamonds around it or something.
Yeah.
Exactly. I wasn't paying it. I kind of started the description of the movie. I didn't give you the whole description. Basically, the three brothers are Bill, Dave, and Alvin Firpo. What a name, Firpo. Firpo. They go to this town called Paradise because supposedly, Jon Lovitz's character, I forget which brother he is, was supposed to be doing a favor for somebody he was locked up with, about going to the town of Paradise to get the daughter to come visit him. Yeah. Because he couldn't stand another year of not having family with him. Was it Alvin?
Alvin. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So they end up going there, and the girl, they see the girl and everything. I think Nicolas Cage's character.
Alvin was Dana, John was Dave, and Nick was Bill.
Yeah, Bill.
Also, Jon Lovitz was Dave then.
Yeah, Jon Lovitz was Dave.
Okay, isn't it funny they got 2 out of the 3? They get 2 out of the 4 names from the Chipmunks, though. Dave.
I know, right?
Yeah.
There's no Simon or Theodore.
No.
They need some. They really need some chipmunks there, don't they?
They do.
If they did, they would talk kind of like this.
There you go. You got to do Christmas time.
Right. I had that record when I was like wee little.
Lad.
It's once they get the whole bank thing in their mind, and it's actually Nicolas Cage's character. It's like, I'm gonna rob this bank. If I had a gun, I'd rob this bank. And
the thing is, they got him to go to town, and then they got in some trouble because they were stealing shit out of a store, and he ran over there to get him. Well, the cops got caught on him anyway. Well, he dropped his wallet, or at least that's what Dave told him.
They told him he dropped his wallet, but he never dropped his wallet.
So they got to run. They got to get out of town, and that's out of town. The edge of the city's not far enough. They got to keep going, is what he told him that their mom said. And so he's like, well, it'd be great. Why don't we just go down here anyway, and then we can take care of that. We set him up. They went into the bank, and then like Dave already knew the story that the other guy had told in jail about the guard being old as water and there not being anything. So when he walked in, he kind of set him up. It's like he knew that when Bill went in, Bill was going to look around and see what was going on and be like, because he told him
he's checking everything out. Yeah.
Right. So
they're like, there might be some guns in the trunk.
What if I told you that there were some guns in the trunk? And he's like, pull this car over right now.
Yeah.
And they open it up, and it's like an arsenal. They got grenades, they got big machine guns, they got everything in there.
Yeah, no doubt.
We got to go ahead and get this story in real quick before we get too far into this. We were talking before this started that Dana Carvey was just the voice he was doing was just a little annoying, and we're like,
It's a little over the top.
couldn't even found something else better to do, and then Travis finds this little treasure nugget of information.
Based his, and so another caveat to that too is Chris and I were like, that kind of turned us off to he was like a little over the top with his character. It could have been better. But then we found this tidbit of information out, and now it's like, you know what? No, actually, knowing this makes that character phenomenal. Yes. So Dana Carvey based his character speaking style on two people: film producer Brad Gray and young Mickey Rourke. 20th Century Fox representatives had to fly from LA to Canada to tell Dana Carvey to stop doing the voice, but Nick Cage encouraged him to keep doing it. And then, the facial expressions, the stuff he was making, he also based off of Mickey Rourke. So, like, his entire character was just a parody of Mickey Rourke, which for me now that makes it phenomenal.
Crazy, it's great. So
that's hilarious.
I never picked up on it whatsoever at all. And when Travis told me this, I'm picturing the character now and how he purses his lips together and the way he talks and the facial expression and the pitch of his voice. It's just great at that point. It's just great.
Yeah, that made it great. For sure.
Oh my gosh. So let's go over some of the characters in this movie. We got actors, I'm sorry, the actors in the movie. Nicolas Cage, who we said plays Bill Firpo, the brother trying to stay honest but dragged into crime. At this point in his career, he was transitioning between quirky indie works and blockbuster fare, having just appeared in films like Guarding Tess. His wild energy here is classic, Nicolas Cage, but but he was borderline about to start hitting his stride in the 90s, though.
Right, and it was funny too how you saw him transitioning back and forth between the serious and the kind of on the edge of breaking crazy.
Yeah. Like where he's all like doing this number.
Yeah, like your classic Nick Cage impersonation where he's talking all low and then he's like,
right.
Yeah. He was do you
remember how he's in there talking to one of the brothers and he's like, I told you, and he said a steady voice just like this, and the last word he screams it real loud, and it reminds me of The Rock, where he's talking to Sean Connery when he's in the cage. Mm-hmm. I'd take pleasure in gutting you, boy. That's what he's saying. You sent that butthole. It's just him all over. It's him.
Cage for sure.
But what we said, on the start of a great thing, he went through there was Face Off, there was Con Air, there was The Rock. What's the movie he got the award for? It wasn't Guarding Tess, I don't think it was. It. No, that was before this. That was before this.
Was it Moonstruck with Cher?
No, it might have.
Probably Leaving Las Vegas, because Leaving Las Vegas was an amazing movie.
Leaving Las Vegas. That sounds. I can tell you 100% for sure in just a minute, but Leaving Las Vegas sounds like it's right though.
Probably. Leaving Las Vegas was phenomenal.
Yes, he would go on to win an Oscar for Leaving Las Vegas in '95.
Yeah, that's
and then appear in Action and Dramatic Stars. Appear with and in the movies, Action and Dramatic, like Face Off, Con Air, and The Rock, and such like that.
Yeah, his run from the mid '90s all the way up to probably
early 2000s.
Yeah, early mid 2000s. Yeah, because people love National Treasure too, but
I was up to bring up National Treasures, but I got a question for you. No, you mean the two National Treasure movies I love? They're great. Mm-hmm. What did you think about him playing Johnny Blaze in Ghost Rider?
I thought it was okay.
I'm happy anytime we get a movie. You know what I mean?
I bring it up because both of y'all are comic book fans and everything. Mm-hmm. So I mean, I'll be honest now.
I'll say
who would you have put in his place if you didn't like him
at that time?
Yeah, I don't know who at that time.
Yeah, you'd have to give me a minute to go back over the stars at that time. I don't know. I really don't know. It's not one I've given any pause to think about. But I'll say this much: I didn't hate him as Johnny Blaze because
I didn't either.
he had that arrogance before he got killed or whatever, and then bringing in Sam Elliott as the old Ghost Rider at the end of the movie and stuff.
Well, that was cool.
I didn't mind him honestly. Yeah, I liked him as Johnny Blaze. I think I actually liked him as Johnny Blaze.
Yeah. Me too. I'm gonna agree with Travis. Me too. Now,
a little bit
talking about the second movie versus the first movie. Yeah, the second movie was garbage. So
that's why I didn't bring it up.
One of my favorites, it's not in our timeline, but one of my absolute favorite Nick Cage movies is Bad Lieutenant.
Bad Lieutenant.
Bad Lieutenant is absolutely unreal. He plays a crooked, shady detective on the police force, and he does so much crime, so much messed up stuff, and like every time he does something that's just absolutely foul, he gets promoted. And it's like him dealing. It's like him dealing. He finally comes around to where he's like dealing with his conscience and stuff. Like it is absolutely phenomenal. Ava Mendez plays a hooker that he's trying to have a relationship with.
Yeah, I have seen that dude. Yeah,
is she the one in Ghost Rider with him also?
I believe she is. Yes.
Yeah.
And working relationship then.
Was that one movie called Lord of War, or was it Lord of War?
Yeah, Lord of War. Absolutely, that's one of his best.
Like a gun runner or something like that.
That movie is great. So.
That dude shot that dude over there, and he snatched a gun. Why would you do that? No, and they all pulled guns on him. He didn't even flinch. He was cleaning it off. Used gun.
Y'all know the best movie Nicolas Cage ever did was Con Air. Because he had the line of a lifetime. The line of a lifetime when he said, "Why couldn't you just put down the bunny rabbit?"
Yeah.
I mean, come on, that's the best thing ever.
I don't know. I kind of like when he went on wild-eyed and looked up and said, "I'm Castor Troy," and started smiling all crazy.
What did he do? I can't remember. What did he do in Fast Times at Ridgemont High? It was just a brief appearance.
Yeah, he was just on the side.
What was he one of the employees at the fast food place, or was he something else?
I don't know.
I could have swore he was one of Sean Penn's friends that was like hanging around him.
I can't remember. All I know is he was in there, and he used the name Coppola.
Back then, so I didn't remember him when I first watched it. I remember I noticed him later when I knew who he was. The earliest movie I remember seeing him.
The only thing I remember him from was Valley Girl back in the day. So, but that was way back in the day. So.
I remember from Rumblefish because I got into S.E. Hinton novels real early. My mom got me into him. And I remember he was Smokey in Rumblefish. And then after going back and seeing Outsiders for probably the 15th time, I noticed. Then I knew who Nick Cage was, but I was like, "Oh, that's Nick Cage." But Rumblefish, I think, is the first movie that that one or Moonstruck would probably be the first ones I recall actually seeing him in.
All right, moving on to Jon Lovitz. The only movie I ever saw Jon Lovitz in that I actually laughed at his character was Rat Race.
Yeah.
I did not like him in SNL. Believe it or not, I didn't like him in there. He was in that high school. What was that high school movie?
I don't know, but his comedy, like his entire comedic style, was based on how annoying can I be.
Yeah, pretty much.
There was some movie about a high school where it was like a parody of a high school where they were playing like Gangster's Paradise, and he stops it and starts playing Rhinestone Cowboy instead.
That's great.
He just swaying side to side like this as it's going on, you know.
Right. Is that another team? Not another team, maybe.
It might have been. I don't know.
High School High.
High School High. That's it. High School High. It was making fun of the movie that Michelle Pfeiffer did.
Higher Learning.
Higher Learning. Yeah, I was making fun of that.
I thought he was pretty good, but he wasn't. He was outside of himself, I feel like, in this movie. And no, it wasn't as good as the first one. but it's still worth watching. It's still magnificent. But City Slickers 2, The Legend of Curly's Gold, was pretty good.
Okay,
good
all
as
right.
Glenn.
I completely forgot about City Slickers. He was good in City Slickers. You're correct.
He was good, but he didn't. He was like it was apart from what he normally does. You know what I
Well,
mean? Like
He had a good supporting cast also in the City Slickers.
I think what a lot of people, if you bring up Jon Lovitz, just to a lot of people, they'll be like that cartoon character Jay Sherman on The Critic.
yeah.
Yeah. But
Or just the guy that lies all the time on SNL.
yeah. Other than that, on SNL, I can't think of a skit that he did other than Compulsive Liar. Really, that was great.
No,
I really can't. And the man, I don't know. I went to the Comic-Con, if you remember, in Knoxville, at the Fanboy Expo, about 3 or 4 years ago, and he was there right next to Rob Schneider, and Rob Schneider's booth was staying busy like crazy, and Jon Lovitz was getting people just trickle in a little bit, and he was looking mad as could be, man. He looked so mad. He didn't want to be there at this point. No one's coming to see him much, and when I do come up there, he looks like he just keeps his head down, signs a paper, and slides it back to him, and that's it.
No.
yeah, like nobody wants to talk to the most annoying guy on the show.
Yeah, he doesn't sound very cool. So Dana Carvey was the third brother, another SNL alumni. His SNL work was awesome, though.
Yeah.
Dana is a legend, and like I said, with him finding out that he based his character on Mickey Rourke, this character so good. But he was. Did you know he was in the Blue Thunder TV show?
Yes,
That's
he
crazy.
was one of the co-pilots in the helicopter.
Yeah, I can't. He was Wonderlove. Okay. Jeffo. I can't remember. I can't. It's crazy to me too because I never put 2 and 2 together because that's such another departure from what you know him as.
We always do this. We go off topic at some point. It's usually me that does this, but you mentioned you just said the key words that struck a chord with me. Didn't recognize them, didn't know them.
Yeah.
I just found this out today. I was looking the girl from Daredevil who also played Jessica in True Blood. She's doing like these D&D things today, and she's getting
yeah, dude, I love her. She's been doing that for a while. She's a D&D nut, dude.
Yes, and what I just figured out today was the Daredevil series.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who the guy that plays Foggy is?
Foggy. Oh, he's the DM in there sometimes, isn't he?
I'm talking about from previous movies when he was younger.
Oh, nuh-uh.
He's one half of the Bash Brothers.
No way.
He's the first Bash brother.
What?
Yes, I forget his character. I forget his character name in the movie. But the big tough guy from the first Mighty Ducks.
Yeah,
that's him.
I'll be.
Oh yeah. Now that you say that, yeah,
with the long hair.
Yeah.
Yes, he just did not. Man, it threw me off so bad. When I saw that, I was like, it just like a light bulb just come on suddenly. I was like, oh man, how did I never see that before?
Right.
That was amazing. I knew if I didn't tell you guys, I would forget to tell you pretty much for going forward. So anyway, back to Dana Carvey. He's got some other great movies outside of this. Of course, what's he well known for movie wise outside of this? If you think
Am I not turtly enough for the Turtle Club?
Turtle.
I was thinking Wayne's World.
Pistachio Disguisey.
I was thinking Wayne's World, but yes, that too.
The Master of Disguise.
Master of Disguise.
Yeah.
Opportunity Knocks. We did another movie. If you remember, Travis, we did Tough Guys. He was the parole officer in Tough Guys for the other two. He was in the movie with Richard Pryor called Moving. That was such a great movie.
Yes. Yeah.
He's like a multiple personality person, schizophrenic or something. He's multiple personality for sure. He's so crazy, and his stand-up is awesome too.
He was in the 1992 music video "Hot and Bothered" by Cinderella too, as Garth. Wayne's World.
Party on, Wayne.
Party on.
Definitely great. Did you recognize the girl that played
Sarah?
Sarah, did you recognize her from anything?
I recognize her face, but I can't place her in what movie. So
Twin Peaks and Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me are two of the things she's most well known
yes,
for.
yes, that's right. I totally forgot. She's the friend of the girl that got murdered. So man,
Laura something or other, I believe.
yeah, Laura. Dadgummit.
No, it wasn't Laura Dadgummit. It wasn't that, but it was Laura something.
Yeah. Laura Palmer.
Laura Palmer. There you go.
Laura Palmer.
And she was in a couple of other things too. I had to look her up to see if I could figure out other things that she had done.
Well, I've been watching. I watched a real cool show. If y'all haven't seen this, it is really cool too, especially if you know the Archie comics. But the Riverdale show that comes on, she's on there too.
Is she really? Okay.
Yep.
Who does she play on Riverdale?
Alice. She's one of the teachers, Alice, or one of the moms.
Oh yeah, she is. Yeah.
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 Sure enough, and still good looking. And I believe she was in the old scary movie Skinwalkers too.
Sleepwalkers.
Sleepwalkers.
Sleepwalker. Yeah.
Skinwalkers.
Yeah, that's the other one I couldn't remember. Sleepwalkers.
Yeah, the Stephen King. Yeah.
The mother to the three boys was Florence Stanley, Ma Firpo, they call her. Florence Stanley, and I'm looking at her, I'm going, okay, I know this woman. She's from a sitcom I used to watch. It's got Stacey Keenan in it. I started to say Step by Step because she was in that as well, but it's not. Stacey Keenan was in My Two Dads, but she was the judge.
She was the
judge.
The
mom.
Oh, Night Court.
No.
Night Court.
No, listen. Step by Step, Stacey Keenan was in. That's where I was getting confused earlier. Stacey Keenan, however, first of all, was on My Two Dads with Greg Evigan and Paul Reiser. The judge in that TV series awarded them custody both because the mother, I think, had passed away or something like that. And both those guys were, I don't know if they just didn't know for sure which one was the dad or something, or they both dated the mom or something. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I forget the premise of it as to why she goes to both of them, not just one of them. But but Florence Stanley plays the judge. That's why you're thinking Night Court, Marty. She plays the judge on that show that awards them custody of her.
I could have sworn she was one of the bailiffs on Night Court back in the day.
She kind of reminds you of the woman that played the bailiff. Not Roz, but what was the woman's name? Bull was really always looked up to her or something.
I hope nobody would get her confused with Roz.
Well, I know, but I mean, the name Roz just come to mind. Anywho, let's see. There's a couple more names I want to throw out there that were in there. There was,
You gotta do Donald, the bank owner, man. He was Gary in the thing.
Yeah.
Donald Moffat.
Yeah. Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
The bank.
Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
He was also the president in Clear and Present Danger.
Yes, that's what I was thinking of with him. That's exactly it.
President. For some reason, I always remember presidents out of movies. I knew who Bill Pullman was from
Independence Day.
Before, like, how do I know who Bill Pullman? Like every time I saw him, I'm like, that's Bill Pullman. Like, why do I know this guy?
Paul Azar, is he the one that played the FBI guy, or is he somebody else? I'm trying to remember who it was that played the FBI guy. No, that was Deputy Timmy Burnell.
Oh, he was the.
Who was the chief?
Oh, the FBI guy cracked me up towards the end of the movie.
He played Didn't he play the father of one of Bill and Ted's or something? Wasn't he one of the fathers?
Not that I know of.
Okay, I gotta find him and see what he was. I can't see what's his FBI.
Jenkins.
Is Richard Jenkins? His name is Richard Jenkins?
Yeah, his real name. I don't know why I know that either. Yeah, there he is. Yep, Richard Jenkins. Yep.
Well, what's his name in the movie?
Why do I know him?
FBI agent.
Agent Pizer.
Agent Pizer.
Yep. And I know his name because I just watched Bone Tomahawk not long ago, and he played Chicory.
Oh, Richard Jenkins. There you go.
And he
Okay.
was Senator Willis in Kong Skull Island. That's how I know his name. I've watched a few movies that he's been in lately.
I'm trying to figure out what I know him from myself, though. Step Brothers.
He was that. He was
Yeah.
the dad and
He was
stepbrother.
the dad.
He
He was the
was-
dad
he
and
was-
stepbrother.
Maybe she thinks she wants some of the old bull. Maybe she wants some. Yeah, that was.
He was also the therapist to Ben Stiller in Something About Mary.
Okay. Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, they say that
That's how I
rest
knew his
stops
name,
are the
yeah.
modern day.
So he's been
Yeah,
doing.
bathhouse.
He's been in some stuff that we've talked about a fair bit this year.
Yes, that's why he stands out to me. I just couldn't put his face to it. But that's it for sure. That's great. We got also from Beverly Hills Cop fame.
Oh yeah, Taggart.
Yeah, Officer Taggart, which
Officer
is
Taggart.
John Ashton is his name.
Yeah.
So
Oh, that was hilarious when the FBI dude, he was like, if you spit that on the floor, and he sits there for a second, he's like, and he swallows it. I was like, oh, nasty.
that's nasty. And the dog's name was Tripod. That's his real name too.
Yeah, tripod. Yeah.
Funny about the tripod, the three-legged dog tripod was added to the script when the director saw the dog and its owner among spectators watching the filming in Elora, Ontario.
Wow.
Mhm.
Pretty cool.
John Lovitz actually said that Nick Cage directed some of this film because the director Gallo he refused to give direction on people.
Wow.
Boy.
It's like Nick Cage had to step up.
He said he hated making the movie so much they started calling it Trapped in Bull.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Let's see. Other little quick things here. The film was the first that both Carvey and Lovitz worked on together after leaving Saturday Night Live. This is the fourth film starring Nicolas Cage in 1994. So he was busy that year, apparently.
He don't stop. Dude. That dude works.
Dude, that man never stops making movies. Never.
But he did Red Rock West, which I'm not familiar with that one. However, Guarding Tests, I remember that, and It Could Happen to You, I remember that one.
Yeah.
Both those come out that year as well.
Wasn't that a Christmas movie too?
It Could Happen to You.
Oh no, I'm thinking about that other movie with him and the woman that was in Deep Impact. The reporter.
Tia Leone.
Yeah, Tia Leone. The one they called a simple wife or a simple man or
I can't remember for sure.
But I know that was a Christmas movie too.
This is also the second movie, second type of movie in this fashion that George Gallo has done. The other one was Midnight Run with De Niro and Grodin in it, which was a great movie also.
Yeah, that is a good movie.
Here's something that had to be kind of gross afterwards. The town in Trapped in Paradise had to appear virtually buried in snow, so the characters were trapped and couldn't leave. Well, the filmmakers supplemented real snow with 75,000 pounds of custom-made biodegradable potato flakes from Idaho. They used dry the dehydrated potato flakes to make some serious fallout after that, boy.
Wow.
That's
Potato flakes.
Potato flakes. I'll get a bowl and a spoon. Remember that old joke? Your mama's so stupid. I said it's chilly outside. She went and got a bowl and spoon.
Yeah.
Oh man!
Don't get those started today. We go all night doing those probably.
That's right.
Your mama's so stupid. She thought a quarterback was a refund. movie. I just seen this one. I remember the title, but I can't remember what the movie was about. It's Dana Carvey, and it's called Clean Slate. Is that the one where he was supposed to be a con man with his grandfather or something, and he fell for this girl and didn't want to con nobody anymore? Is that what that is? Or is that Opportunity Knocks?
I thought that was Opportunity Knocks.
Okay, I can't remember what Clean Slate's about then.
Right.
But he was in that and also that very same year he did 2 movies that year, and that was Clean Slate was one of them. Yeah.
At Clean Slate, he's a PI who's the key witness in a murder case, and after suffering a head injury, he developed a rare case of amnesia every 24 hours. So it's like Groundhog. It's like a Groundhog Day type movie.
Okay. All right.
Oh, I got another one about him too. Like, how brilliant was it too? Like, so they thought about how he was a kleptomaniac all the time, and like Nick Cage is always taking stuff back out of his pockets.
Yeah, he's always.
At the end of the movie, when they're accusing him of robbing the bank, they're like, "Well, he came in and told us and took those ski masks, bought the ski masks." He's like, "Oh, you mean these ski masks?" Or he's
Yeah, he started 1, 2, 3.
He stole 3 more ski masks.
Right.
Help himself. The Captain Crunch, oh God, dude, the Captain Crunch 22, where he made the mess on the floor with the Captain Crunch to steal the toy.
Yeah.
I don't remember Captain Crunch ever having a toy, so that to me was like, what in the world?
Uh-huh. But did you notice what the toy was? It was a Christmas. It looked like a Christmas bear, and he's all like, he's looking at it, and he's like, oh, it's going into the jacket.
The movie apparently didn't do very well at the box office. I don't know what the budget was or anything. I didn't see that, but it only grossed about 6 to 8 million domestically and worldwide. Kind of modest, it says, for a 90s holiday season movie. It hit theaters December 2nd, 1994. But didn't bring much money at all. It didn't. Critically, they said it didn't fare much better, holding a low 10% on Rotten Tomatoes and generally unfavorable reviews from many critics, saying that it didn't quite land its jokes despite the star power. This is what I was telling y'all earlier. I said I thought it was funny, but it was not something to just gush over all night. It's got some funny parts in it.
Yeah.
But the entire movie just didn't hit right with me.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I mean, I love the whole simple fact of the premise of the movie. They literally robbed the bank, and in every way that you can possibly imagine, them trying to get out of town and trying to get away from the FBI, get away from the cops, and then every time you turn around, especially the part where they passed the barn like 4 or 5 times, and he's all like, "Was that like our 4th time passing the same barn?" And he's like, "How many times?" And he's like, "I've turned like 4. I've took like 4 lefts." And he's like, 4 lefts means that you've been driving around in a circle.
He asked him, "What direction were we going?" And he goes, "North." And he's like, "North? How do you know? Are you?" Wait a second. And then he said he refers back to that place again. That's when he asked him. I was just literally looking at the same thing on this screen when you brought that up and said that. That is so crazy that you say that just now.
Right. So one of the things that's what I was trying to look up too is one of the movies this was going against as well was the Santa Claus. So it went against the first Santa Claus outing.
Oh, the Tim Allen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Tim Allen Santa Claus movie had come out around the same time. The Miracle on 34th Street remake had come out.
Yeah, it had some heavy competition there.
Yeah, that was the summer of the Lion King, So yeah, it had some competition. I think, if I'm not mistaken, Little Women came out around the same time, didn't it? Like in the fall or something. So
yeah, I think so.
So I know The Ref came out around close to then. because my first wife and I went to see the ref, and that was during Christmas because they had they took the family hostage on Christmas Eve.
That was a Dennis Leary movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, Dennis Leary. Yeah.
So it was up against some heavy hitters back then, which may have contributed to it anyway. The fact that it didn't do so good.
It could have been, well, I mean, the movie has a little good feel to it at the end of it, where they decided to turn the money back in because they kind of liked the people there. They end up liking the people. Jon Lovitz didn't want to do it. He wanted to keep the money, right?
No, dude, he was all about the money. He was like, my money. I'm keeping my half. Oh yeah, you do whatever y'all want to. I'm keeping my half.
Right. And then the other two was like, nah, we'll take it back. Yeah, it ends up being really good feel to it in the end and everything, along with a little more comedy there at the end.
I feel like it was like better than a Hallmark movie, but it kind of had that little bit of a Hallmark feel to it. You know what I mean? With the wholesomeness of the town and them actually, the town being as wholesome as they are, and the bank owner, he flat out said that he does loans on a handshake and a word, and stuff like that. Just kind of made him start feeling real.
Or better yet, when they end up at their house, and they're after the car accident, after the car flips off the bridge, and then they go back into paradise, and then they end up at the banker's house, and then he literally hands them he literally hands them like basically his clothes.
How about when Dana Carvey poured the entire damn bowl of chip gravy out?
And it's spilling on the table. It's spilling on the table.
I love the giblets and the scallions too.
Oh my gosh.
How do you guys think the Trapped in Paradise compares to other holiday comedies like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation?
I mean, it's hard to compare anything to that particular one, but as far as the other ones off to the side go, I mean, it's up there as good as anything. If you've seen everything 100 million times like we have, then yeah, check this one out for sure. Yeah. I'm not gonna say it's a Jingle All the Way, but we just watched Jingle All the Way last week with the kids and the neighbors' kids. I don't think the neighbors' kids have ever seen it.
It's kind of like I mentioned to the person on last week's episode. I have a
yearly
list of Christmas movies every year.
And the thing is, you cannot help from not seeing A Christmas Story when they play it 48 hours. 48 hours of A Christmas Story. Yeah, you're gonna wonder, you're gonna be flipping around the channels, and then all of a sudden it's like,
I respect The Christmas Story for what it is and its ethos in the world of great American cinema history. But I'm okay if I never watch that movie again. I've seen it so many times.
I'm with Travis. I'm with Travis on that.
All right. I know what's wrong with both of y'all right now. I can tell. Both of y'all got some glasses on, and y'all afraid y'all going to put your eye out with something. That's what it is.
That's right.
Yeah. No. Every year I've got A Christmas Story gets watched at least once.
Mm-hmm.
Jingle All the Way, I try to work it in if I can, but Prancer gets watched. I watch Elf every year, and I've already watched Elf once already.
Santa's
coming.
You know what was real funny?
I know him.
You know what's real funny this year about Jingle All the Way? I think my son's been watching it with me since I growing up. He just noticed this year when Sinbad threw that package. The whole movie he's like, I got a bomb. And he threw that one, he's like, that was really a bomb? Man, this world is sick.
Yeah.
My son just caught on to that one this year. He's like, that was really good.
Well, I guess we are about.
You know what? That's a perfect example. Before we wrap up, that's a perfect example of why we should go back and watch these old movies, and not just the Christmas movies. All of our retro movies just are great cinematic moments in history because, you know what I mean? Like my son's about to turn 13. He's been watching this movie his whole life. I've been watching it since it came out every year, and there's still the joy that you have too when with movies like that are timeless and generational, that are generationally timeless, I should say. It's so much fun to see your kids get older and rewatching them too, and realizing, and there's always, until you watch it, you can watch a movie so many times and catch something new out of it.
You do.
So that's really one of the spirit of why we keep this thing going.
And when you can get your kids to watch the old movies and actually like it. My daughter doesn't watch a lot of older movies that I like to watch, and she will watch some of them. And if I can think of one movie from our era that she likes the most, probably because we used to fight over the T-shirt, it's the Goonies.
Oh,
she really likes the Goonies. So it's always fun to see the kids get into these things that we.
Oh well, hey, you're. I was about to say, my daughter. Your guilty pleasure movie is one of her favorite retro movies.
Well, you tell her I said she's got some good taste in.
Yeah.
Right, Travis, you know what he's talking about, don't you?
Oh, I do. The best friend movie.
My guilty pleasure movie.
The best friend movie.
Huh?
The Best Friends. What's it called?
Girls just want to have fun.
Girls just want to
have fun. Remember?
Yeah, that's what it says. The Best Friends movie. Yeah, the girls just want to have fun. See, I can't even remember that.
And you know what? And we actually can't close out just yet.
Absolute favorite movie of all time, though. Old Rhinestone.
Oh no! Oh no! You know what though? I'm gonna surprise you soon. We're gonna do that movie soon.
Yeah, we need that.
Oh yeah,
that needs to be a January movie.
Listen. We have kicked that movie in the nuts so many times in 3 years. We got to watch it at least once now and really give it a good review.
You mean a bad review?
I'm just saying, as good as it gets. You know what I mean? Just as good as it gets.
Oh, that's funny. As good as it gets. That's another movie, man.
Yeah,
I know. Jack Nicholson. Yeah, Helen Hunt. It's a good movie. Simon. We'll leave it at that. We won't say the rest of it. But anyway, and then we can't close out till we ask the question. Marty always reminds me because I always forget. It just hit me. Travis,
what was your favorite part
of the movie? Favorite part of the movie? Favorite scene? Favorite part? Yes, favorite scene.
Oh,
favorite part.
Man. After finding out Dana Carvey doing the Mickey Rourke impression, but no, probably. I'm gonna say the opening, because the opening kind of made me warm up to Jon Lovitz a little bit and give him a chance, because the thing with the pterodactyl.
The pterodactyl, yeah.
So that to me was one of the funniest parts of the movie too. Like that to me was just so hilarious. And like I said, it kind of opened me up and let Jon Lovitz have a little bit of a chance instead of writing him off as being irritating the entire movie.
Right. All right, Marty.
One of my favorite parts, and I didn't know if Jon Lovitz was doing it on purpose or not, but it had to have been the daggone bank scene when they were trying to return the money, and then they were trying to, sneak in there and be so quiet and everything, and then Nicolas Cage is all like, he starts getting in Jon Lovitz's face and he's pointing his finger like this. And he's saying something to him. And then Jon Lovitz comes back at him like, you know what? He's just pointing. He was just pulling the Nicolas Cage like right back on him. And that whole scene was just hilarious to me. So,
if I had to pick one for me, and I'm not going to be stupid and say when the credits started rolling, but just before the credits started rolling, however, they're getting on the bus, and I was laughing because Dana Carvey's character, his mom reaches in and pulls a candy bar out of his pocket, and he's like, "I paid for that. I paid for that. Tell her I paid for that. You saw me. She can't take that. I paid for that." He's like, "I didn't say a thing. I didn't say nothing." Then they get on the bus, and the mom is getting back on the bus, and she's like, "Your brother's not coming. He found him a girlfriend." She goes, "When are y'all going to get hitched?" And Dana Carvey's like, "Hitched? We're not even attracted to each other." And then he pulls out 2 more candy bars at the exact same time.
They both start laughing.
I paid for that one, but I stole these 2.
Yes. That did get me laughing pretty good at the end of it. So, It all in all, I mean, it's a decent one watch movie for me. Okay, if I had to give it a number out of 10, I'd probably give it a 6 out of 10.
Mm.
Heck yeah.
So that's just me. I don't know about y'all.
Well,
but-
I mean, I think that's fair. 6 to 7 out of 10. I think that's fair.
For me, that may be. I hate to say it, but I actually laughed at a lot of stuff in the movie. I mean, it was almost even belly. It was almost even belly laughs. So for me, it's a 7 or an 8. So
Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's why we like having That's why we like having the three amigos, the three wise men.
the three bold means.
yeah, the three ball means.
Yeah, my
Three
dad
bald means.
my dad used to say this. Is what we're going to start telling people too. For those of y'all that can see it too, my dad's been bald since he started balding in basic training. And I asked him. I remember when I was a kid, I was like, "Daddy, why don't you got no hair on your head?" When I was little, he said, "Cause I couldn't grow no hair on my face, so I grabbed it and just went." "Urgh," and now I got.
You probably believed him too, didn't you?
Probably back then.
Probably back then. All right, so we'll go ahead and start wrapping up. Of course, if you like the episode, make sure you share it with your friends, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Find us on YouTube at Retro Life for You. We are at the website, which I'm not asking Travis for because he can't quote it. It is www.retrolife4u. It's the number 4, the letter U.com. Now you can put your thumb up. And then if you want to email the show to give us any suggestions or anything.
I think he's froze.
No,
I think he's froze. He's like,
he's froze. He's acting that way.
I hope somebody thinks I'm froze real quick because I'm about to have to take a breath.
Yeah, I wasn't falling for it. Marty was. I wasn't falling for that mess, though. RetroLife4U@gmail.com to email the show. And when you see our posts come out on Instagram or Facebook, make sure you jump into conversation with us. Tell us what you thought about the movie, favorite parts, if you liked it, didn't like it, whatever the case may be, and so on. Same thing on the YouTube video when it comes out. You can comment on there as well. Travis, I always go with you at the end of the show, but I just feel something pulling on me this week, man. I've got to tell people about the job I just quit recently.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't recently. It was actually before the job I got now. I worked at a job at a factory where they fill helium tanks all the time, to send to the stores to do their balloons and stuff. But I couldn't work there, man. I quit, and what the management would sit there and huff on the tanks all day and get mad at you and yell at you, but I quit, man. Ain't no one talking to me in that tone of voice.